Hello, everybody. Jeff Mason, SimpleBiz360 podcast, SimpleBiz360.com, and we have a book on Amazon of the same title. So we just welcome you today. We're coming to you from Half Coast Studios in beautiful St. Louis, Missouri. Matt and Dietz behind the wall there doing their magic on the boards, making this sound so crisp and clear, bringing you just extraordinary color. And for those of you listening today, we've got an American flag, a coffee mug, my book, and a picture on the wall that has a picture of a highway, a road going into a set of dunes down at the beach. So and we just welcome everybody today. If you want to subscribe and like the show, we'd love you to subscribe either on any of the 27 listening platforms or on YouTube. And today we are going to be talking about big windshields. Yeah, I love driving. You know that if you've listened to the show at all. And I just love the open road. Roll down the windows, man. Let's play some music. So I'm going to use this as a backdrop today and just ask you, do you focus on making something happen, or are you the type of person that wonders what happened? Is the rear view mirror in your life getting a little bit too much focus? Are you spending too much time thinking about regret? Are you a shoulda, woulda, coulda business professional, or are you a go forward visionary? So I love the symbolism of the big windshield and next to a tiny rear view mirror, because to me, the big windshield just sends a message of a land of opportunity so much ahead of us. And even though the rear view mirror is critical in a driving situation to see, what's behind us and see, because we're in a moving environment, but to spend time rewinding our clock and looking into our rearview mirror at mistakes, at situations, at missed opportunities, and belabor those things, I don't think is a healthy thing, especially for an entrepreneur that sunk a lot of time, money, and effort into building a company to try to go where? Forward. So we're going to talk about that. So to me, looking forward is healthy process versus looking back being very negative. Lessons learned are in the rearview mirror. So what do? You have to take those lessons learned from behind you that you've encountered and make sure that you never duplicate that mistake again. Do everything in your power to avoid making that same mistake twice, right? And mistake duplication is a killer in and of itself to businesses. The future is a sea of opportunity of improvement. I mean, to me, that's what it indicates, that not only is there opportunity, but there's opportunity for improvement. And, I just love to watch companies who have a constant appetite for that improvement. And one of them, I will tell you, is a company that I'm with right today. And we're going to talk a little bit about that in another episode, in a future episode. But they really do. They always look at ways to improve. And I just think that too is part of that big windshield, right? How do we get better? How do we get more customers? How do we get more referrals? How do we get more repeat business? It's to look forward and look at what we can do differently, right? Small rearview mirrors, to me, they just seem pointless in business and life. But try to be a go-forward business owner. Try to be a go-forward service provider, and try to be a go-forward customer service provider. What do I mean by that? Don't forget, we always talk about putting yourself in the customer's seat, seeing your business operate through their lens. And what's one of the biggest dangers is to put everybody, including yourself and your customers, into a backpedaling mode, right? You've created a set of issues. Now you got to slow down. You can't look through the big windshield. Now you got to stop the vehicle. You got to either look in the rearview mirror or back up and go backwards. And now you've got to rehash what wasn't done right or what should have been done right, what you have to do over. And now the ticker's just going. The money is just clicking away. You're losing money, margin erosions, like that sand in your hand. Remember, you just holding it up and you're watching the sand fall out of your hand. Yeah, that's it. Pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, dollars. They're just falling away because you've put everyone into a position where you got to backpedal. So just, think of that open road ahead. Think of this mural when you go to bed tonight and you think about what can you do tomorrow that looks through that big windshield instead of that rearview mirror. And if you're spending too much time looking backwards, shake it off and start to look forwards and start to do and assemble your company in ways where you can focus on all these cool things that are in front of you instead of all the mess that's behind you. Learn from it, but don't drag it with you, and certainly don't look back, and don't always take your customers or you backwards. I mean, that's just really it for the show today. I just want it to be encouraging and leave you with that visual of those yellow stripes on an asphalt road going towards beautiful blue sky, beautiful sand dunes. That's the beauty of what we do as entrepreneurs. We look through big windshields, lost in the shuffle track. I love British Invasion, right? Well, The Who, is, they never got a lot of the commercial success on top, on Billboard 100 radio like a lot of the other bands did. Somewhat maybe controversial when they came out and so forth. But over the long haul, who has made a bigger dent in rock and roll music than The Who? Probably just a few bands, the Beatles, Rolling Stones, and a couple others. I mean, these guys are giants. And they put out a great album in 1967. And one of their tunes on the album is I Can See for Miles. So you're going to be able to see that little clip up in the upper right-hand corner of your YouTube screen. That is going to be what we call a card. Pull that card down. It'll take you to a YouTube site where you can hear the Who and watch the Who. I Can See for Miles. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We love our audience. We love the fact that you stick with us each week. And we hope, we really do, we hope we stir your thought. We hope we help you find ways to do your business a little bit better and have a little bit nicer night's sleep every night. Thanks so much. We'll see you next week, guys.